we don't talk a lot to each other when we're in makeup. We're both kind of reviewing the script and making sure this all makes sense. And then once we get on set, Jordan will typically, because he has the movie in his mind better than anybody. So Jordan will say to me, he'll say, okay, so the moment we just came from is this moment. And then we'll discuss the previous moment in the movie. Before we start shooting this scene, what just happened? Where were we emotionally? We were at a 6 emotionally in last scene. So this scene, we got to be at a 6.5 going into a 7. So we discuss, like, where were we emotionally? Where were we in regard to, how tired we were physically? Were we scared the moment before? And then go from there. And that will sometimes change the lines in the moment. I think the most fun scenes in the film are the scenes that take place at HPV. So HPV is this club called Hot Party Vixens. And the club was named in like the late 70s before there was the virus. So it's this very unfortunate name. And then it was just a really festive atmosphere. There was lots of dancing, lots of hanging out. And Method Man from Wu-Tang Clan is the leader of the gang, and he also owns this strip club, which is a front. And he is a real entertainer at heart. So for him to kind of get out and keep the crowd going, and us just we literally were just having a dance party for 3 days, and there happened to be some cameras around. The funny thing is, the script itself is referential of our lives. So you don't know that, but I get every single inside joke in the script because it's about this characters' names of people we know. It's very, very, it's thick with reference from our life together. Nia is she's a veteran. She's been acting since she was 17. And it's really, it was such a pleasure to work with her because we'd sit in our chairs and talk about our families and then talk about the characters and who they are to each other and when do they get married and all that good stuff. Like I stubbed my toe in Cabo San Lucas and you did, you make up all this backstory for yourself. And she had real lovely kind of ideas about what she wanted to do character-wise with the piece. And some of those things got to come to fruition, and it's really great. And I think that we really became very comfortable with each other and really enjoyed each other's company. So you hope it translates that Clarence's bother is annoying Hannah on screen a little bit, because off screen we were having a great time. I've been learning really actually a lot from watching him on camera and how he goes about his day. And I think that we see Luis Guzman often in comedic roles, because he's, you look at Luis Guzman and go, there's a character actor. But there's a lot of menace there that he can bring up at a moment's notice. And he's fantastic in this thing. But today's a big day. I mean, the day that we're taping this right now is a day that we're shooting a scene that has Method Man and Luis in it, kind of squaring off a little bit. And I can't wait to be observing it, watching it, be a part of it. I'm really thrilled. I mean, Luis Guzman, I follow his career, and I just think he has really done what he's wanted to do in his career, and I want to have that for myself. And I know Jordan wants that, and so he's a bit of a hero to us in that way. There's a wonderful kind of balance with Will. There's the right amount of goofiness and the right amount of grounded reality to the character. It's just perfect. Like, you might call him the comic relief in the movie, but I think everybody in the movie is so funny. And Will is, I know that Will will even tell you, he'll say, I'm a little OCD. So you know that he's gonna come with a lot of ideas and this and that, but then also super willing to be open and fluid and improvise. I mean, he's just terrific. He's a doormat, but he also tries too hard to do everything else he thinks everybody else wants him to do. And it doesn't have to be that way. And his wife's trying to assure him, we're gonna be gone this weekend. Can you just do me a favor and please just take a deep breath and just have fun. Just have a good time. And then he's like trying to precisely figure out how he should have a good time. It's just a little tightly wound. He's role-playing as another human being. He's not Clarence. He's mistaken for another person, and he and Rel they run with it. And he starts discovering that this other person is bubbling up inside and coming out of him. And he's really enjoying who this person is, and enjoying being in charge, and enjoying not taking any guff from anybody, and enjoying having the confidence that people look to him and believe in him, and as they look to him and believe in him, it's this new persona that's emerged that he's starting to feel almost unsettlingly comfortable with.